Alrighty, my friends, welcome to another video here. So in this video, I want to real briefly go over a trade that I did, a quick little trade that I did. I've been so tied up today that I haven't had a chance to, do much. And then just now, I wanted to try and make the video real quick before it strikes like midnight on the East Coast and then everything resets. So long story short, if you guys remember, well, I say it like, it was so long ago. A few weeks ago, I was like, making certain videos. I said that, I was trying to put a little something together, and I was basically making trades based on these kinds of videos that I was trying to make. And I never finished doing that. What happened was that the market just started popping off. The market started like dying and flying and just bouncing all over the place and causing a ruckus. So I was like, all right, you know what? Let me put this stuff on hold real quick. Let me, basically I was like, all right, there's opportunity. Let me go back and, do my thing where I was basically making more money. That's pretty much what was going on there. So now I'm not trying to say that the market's back to normal or anything quite yet, but what happened is that this week they announced that on Wednesday the market is going to be closed because somebody died, one of the ex-presidents, Bush. So I guess like out of respect or out of recognition for him, they're closing the market on Wednesday. So this isn't something that I've really experienced before. So for that reason, I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to take it pretty smoothly this week. I'm going to trade pretty lightly. I was planning on probably not even trading until like after the whole, Wednesday and the day is closed and probably come Thursday. But I decided, you know what? No, I'll still trade. I'll just do it really lightly and I'll take advantage of it and I'll take that opportunity to basically go back and start making these videos again that I was trying to make for this stuff that I'm trying to put together. So that's basically what I'm doing here again is I'm kind of back to that idea here. So that's what I want to go over in this video here. And again, like I said, I'm taking it lightly because I'm not trying to say that there's a reason to not trade because the market is closed due to the president's death or anything like that. It's just that there are certain things that happen in the market in which I won't trade or I'll trade lightly. Whatever it is, certain events, certain things going on. I can handle and I know how to handle and I understand any kind of thing that could pretty much happen in the market except this. I haven't really experienced this before. And I don't mind, being upfront and honest and saying, like I've never experienced this before because I haven't, So I don't know what's going to happen considering that the market, unexpectedly has a day that it's going to close in the middle of the week. I don't know if it's something to be aware of, something to stay away from. I don't know if it's something where the market is just going to start causing a ruckus, flying all over the place, dying all over the place. I don't know if it's just going to start chopping all over the place. I haven't experienced something like this. It's not something that happens every year or even something that happens like every 5 years. So because I haven't experienced it, I usually like to, keep things lighter and, proceed with caution, if you will. I always say that like a cash position is better than a losing position. So anyways, that's basically that idea there. So just to real briefly jump into this here. It was a trade that I did on Boeing that I want to go over with you guys real briefly here. And again, the main purpose of me, the whole idea on this specific trade is trying to just highlight the idea that you can trade these real stocks with a small amount of money, with a small account, and even trying to show it to the fact of saying that you can even do it with a smaller amount than what I normally, you guys normally see me posting things like, oh yeah, I made like, $800 profit using $2,000, or I made, $1,000 or $2,000 profit using like 3 or 4,000. So I want to still show that you could even do it with a lot less than that. And that's basically the highlight of this video here. So it's going to be obviously a trade recap and kind of focusing on that idea there. So first off, I drew the line, the little arrows for you guys, so it'll be a lot easier for you to kind of get a visual of, where I got in and where I got out. Of course, the orders are also up here as well. You can see that the first one, I bought one contract at 9.55. So market opens at 9:30. This is on the Eastern time on this platform here. So 9:55 is right here, right around this area. You guys can see, right? It shows the time at the bottom here. So you can see right around there. So that's basically where I got in. I got in puts Puts means you make money when the stock goes down. There's two ways that you can make money on the stock going down. You can either short the stock, and expose yourself to literally unlimited risk and, things like that. And having to have a margin account, having to borrow the shares, and having to have a ton more money in your account. Or you could trade the put options. Obviously, that has a capped risk. You can trade with a lot less money, so on and so forth. I'm not trying to put down the idea of shorting shares. I'm just trying to, compare the differences here. So what we did here is we bought puts. We got one of them. The way options work is that one is equivalent to 100. So I bought one for 210, which means I bought one for 210 here at 9.55. Then at 12.18, I sold that same put for 3.35. So I bought it for $210. That means I put 210 in. That doesn't mean I'm risking 210. I could close the trade out for a small loss. It's not that doesn't mean I'm putting 210 in, and if I'm wrong, I lose 210. No, it's just saying that that's how much money you needed to have in your account to place this trade. So you could have placed this trade with less than $250 in your account, and we're trading Boeing here. It's a real company. The stock itself costs like $360, but we'll touch more base on that in a second here. So we bought one put for 210. Then about 2.5 hours later, we sold it for 335. So the profit there is about 125 profit there. And showing it on the chart here, I got in right here. And here is the 12.18 area. As you can see, I put the arrow there just to make it a lot easier for you guys to kind of get a visual on here. Let me see. There we go. So yeah, basically I got inputs here, took my profit here. I would have had a lot more of a profit here. I'm not going to say anything crazy. It's not like it would have been like $1,000 profit. It would have been like maybe, 175 or maybe, like $200 profit. Instead of $125 profit. But either way, my point is that as the value of the stock went down, the value of the put option went up. So we were able to make money on the stock going down. But the whole highlight here is that the highest point of the trade was 368. The lowest point was, let's just say it's 356. So that's a $12 move. So if you bought it at the lowest point and sold it at the highest, just for simplicity purposes here, that means you would have put $356 in for one share. And then you would have sold it for a $12 profit. So you would have put $350 in for a $12 profit. Or trading options, what you could have done is you could have put $210 in. So you put a lot less in. And then you made $125 profit. So you made a lot more. So again, just trying to compare the differences between trading options and shares and things like that here. So this just goes to show, guys, you could trade with a lot smaller than you guys normally think. Some people think that you need, $10,000 or $5,000 or, even $3,000 to trade. You can start with less. It's doable. You don't need to trade penny stocks. I have some people message me things saying like, hey man, I'm starting to trade some penny stocks to get some money saved up to start trading real stocks, etc., things like that. So you don't need to do that. But anyways, that's that, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't want to make it run on for too long here. I'm going to try and keep it under at least 10 minutes at this point. So I got puts. Basically, I got in my puts right here, took my profit right here, and that was pretty much that. It was a quick little profit on it. And I did one contract, $125 profit for one contract. You could have done 10 contracts and it would have been a $1,200, or I don't know what would it have been. Well, let's just say it would have been more than $1,000 profit. I think it would have been $1,250 to be exact, but it would have been more than $1,000 profit. And then you could have done 100 contracts. It would have been more than $10,000 profit. Obviously, I'm not trying to get too out of control here, too out of hand with this. You guys get the point of scaling and whatnot. But I'm just trying to show you that you definitely can start small. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You guys know the deal. Thumbs up, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon.